There's a bonus loot there.
Access granted.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, oh well. Weekend overtime. Yep, saw that one. Is there 100% email achievement? I don't know. I'm just looking at story stuff. I'm still new to this world, so I want to see everything. Crap, I messed up. I think I can still do this and get the bonuses.
Access granted.
Nice. $150 and a nuke virus. Overtime hours, maintaining plant security, okay. Last one, I think. That's a bonus, that's the final thing.
Access granted.
Wow, that was pretty close. I know I'm being kind of obsessive about this, but could you send me the production schedules for the Typhoon project? I may have found a way to maximize efficiency. I just need to do some number crunching. Thanks, I appreciate it. Guys, please remember to wash out your soda cans. Soda cans. If my time in IT taught me anything, I need to finish reading emails before escaping the burning building. Don't forget that SWAT and the gang are fighting in here. Revolver ammo. There's a lot of bullets and stuff just lying around this place.
David, Sarah, hiding something? For tonight, this is Alaska San reporting to you live from Picus.
Global Politics, Chapter 3. The State of the American Disunion. After the 2015 oil crash, the United States found itself an embattled nation from within and without, struggling against the rising economic power of China. Internal pressures have grown. Dissent against draconian federal regulations, widening rich-poor divisions, extremism, and widespread discontent are weakening a nation that was once a great superpower. Radical choices by the government, suspension of posse comitatus, I don't know what that is, increased powers from FEMA and the NSA, the opening of oil reserves have served to bring order, but it may be too late to regain stability. Many states, Texas, Utah, California, are considering secession. That aged well. While cities like Seattle, Dallas, and Chicago have become fortress states in an attempt to maintain normalcy in a dangerous environment. America struggles to hold itself together against the building pressures of balkanization, but is a fragmenting nation on a downward spiral. Friggin' Texas.
Back now to that breaking news coming out of Detroit.
Oh my gosh, someone killed these dudes.
About the situation, but sources tell me
This is how we get back downstairs. You know what's gross, chat? That's the women's mess room. That's the men's restroom. The men aren't allowed to poop at work. There's urinals, but no pooping is allowed. If you got a dingle dangle, it's not allowed. They knew that we would just sit in there and play Clash of Clans on our phones. In the future, we just poop in urinals as well. No. Artificial muscles. In the earliest iterations, artificial musculature technologies were a crude patchwork of pistons, pneumatics, and electric motors, but those systems have been surpassed by the creation of synthetic proxies that mimic the actual form and function of human muscle tissue. Known as EAP, that's electroactive polymers, these artificial muscles are capable of linear movement of a type and scale ideally suited for cybernetic prosthetic limbs. The muscles of our bodies alter shape and form when electrochemical nerve signals flow through them, and EAPs operate the same way. When an electrical charge passes across the polymer structure, it changes shape. The technologies we are developing at Darrow Industries focus on creating what we call a fully plastic actuator mechanism. In basic terms, we have a three-part structure, a sandwich of gel layers made up of a matrix of dispersed single-walled carbon nanotubes, situated on either side of an ionic fluid pyroelectrolyte core known as Bucky gel structure. In reference to the carbon fullerene nanotubes, this designed simple arrangement of soft electrodes and electrolyte layers is capable of operating at a very low voltages. Of course!
Don't lie to me! I don't want to hurt you. You're a civilian. But I will if you don't give me a choice.
You didn't want to hurt anyone. You should have stayed home tonight.
Oh, look! Serif's attack dog! You're here to clean up before the police bust in?
He thinks we're breaking the law.
Shut up! All you body polluters break laws. You're all the same.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing people you're any different once they hear you had an AUG on your team.
What?
I found your attack dog in the factoring labs, trying to cut through security with his implanted hackware.
Nice try, Cholo. But I would never let one of you freaks on my crew. Back off, Hunter! I got business to take care of, understand? If what you say is true, and I'm not saying it is over here, but I gotta check things out. So me and la vieja, we're leaving.
You know I can't let you go with her.
Stand down, Hanser. I told you, stand down or this bitch is dead.
Bullshit. You're bigger than that. You don't kill civilians.
Damn right. I'm a decorated vet, and I won't be jerked around. I need to find out who's behind this, and right now the boss lady's my only ticket out of here.
Listen to me. Whatever's going on, it's big. You've got a better chance of getting to the bottom of it if you work with me. But I can't do a thing until you let her go.
Are you stupid? I don't work with dogs. God, you must think I'm some kind of moron. And who can blame you? Because it's exactly what it must look like to everyone right now. Trapped in here by the cops, and my only option is to take a hostage. How screwed up is that?
Let's try empathize.
You're doing better than you think. You're still standing, and that's more than the hacker was expecting. You said you're a vet, so I know you've got the balls to handle this. You don't need the civilian to get you out of here.
You got a good point there. But still, I've got to
What?
exploit my advantage. And as long as I hold on to this lady here, you and the cops will be way too scared to come near me. Face it, you got outmaneuvered.
The only thing the cops are focused on right now is the safety of the civilians. Same as you. You've risked your life to do what's best for other people. You're not some drive-by banger.
Right. Like I need the approval of somebody who sold his soul to the biomod industry. You've wasted enough of my time. That chink wirehead freak used my brother and screwed us over. Just like your kind always does. I gotta find out why, so shove off, Gearbox!
Is your whole family this stupid? I feel like that's gonna get her killed. Reason.
Listen, the hacker's plan was for you to die. He knew there would be civilians here tonight. He thought of everything. He used your brother because he knew you would trust him. That's how well he knows you. He expected you to take a hostage, just like he knew the cops would kill you for it.
To hell with this. You're making my head hurt with all your bullshit. I'm a man of action, And what I really need to do right now is fix the damage that was done to me tonight. Get in my way, and she dies.
God.
Stop right there!
I think the hostage just died.
I'll look over there. Adam! Adam, what's happening? What's your situation? Adam!
Sanders is gone, boss.
She's bleeding out.
But I'm pretty sure he's just a dupe. Somebody else set this up.
Damn it. Okay, I want you back here now. The admin building has a rooftop terrace. Meet Farida on it.
What about the hostages? Shouldn't I?
There's nothing you can do, son. SWAT couldn't save them.
Pocket security added to log. I wonder if this combination is saver. Yeah, I kind of hate that. So that whole situation is, if there's a way to save her, it's the kind of situation in gaming where it's just like keep replaying it and hit different options till you find the one that works, which is kind of a bummer.
Access granted.
Crisis situation. Josie, as you know, we're in dire straits here. We need to fulfill several large orders for the alphabet agencies, the Typhoon being just the first of them. We depend on these contracts for a significant portion of our revenue, meaning that successful on-time production and delivery of these orders is absolutely necessary to maintain our bottom line. It is extremely important we make the necessary preparations to ramp up production in the plant. I'm going to need a detailed overview of this month's production schedule by the end of the day tomorrow. Sorry about the last minute request, but I'm confident you know the drill. I have faith that if we knuckle down and pull together, we'll knock this one out of the park. Urgent response needed. Attention CEO President. Confidential business proposal. Having consulted with my colleagues and based on the information gathered from the Nigerian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, I have the privilege to request for your assistance to transfer the sum of $47 million into your accounts. The friggin' Nigerian prince. The above sum resulted from an over-invoiced contract executed, commissioned, and paid for about 5 years ago by a foreign contractor. This action was, however, intentional, and since then the fund has been in a suspense account at the Central Bank of Nigeria, Apex Bank. We are now ready to transfer the fund overseas, and that is where you come in. It is important to inform you that as civil servants, we are forbidden to operate a foreign account. That is why we require your assistance. The total sum will be shared as follows. 70% for us, 25% for you, and 5% for local and international expenses incident to the transfer. The transfer is risk-free on both sides. I am the accountant with the Nigerian National Transhumanism Corporation. If you find this proposal acceptable, we shall require the following documents. Your banker's name, telephone, account, and fax numbers, your private telephone and fax numbers for confidentiality and easy communication, and your letter-headed paper stamped and signed. Alternatively, we will furnish you with the text of what to type into your letter-headed paper, along with a breakdown explaining comprehensively what we require of you. The business will take us 30 working days to accomplish. Please reply urgently.
Little fun fact, if you had wasted too much time in the office building before taking the chopper to this place, they would have killed the hostages before you got here. I found that out the hard way 11 years ago. This game doesn't mess around.
What?
Mukluk what?
I'm just reading emails.
Not quite what you signed up for, is it, Jensen?
Excuse me?
Sneaking into your own factory to hide stuff while the boss holds the cops at bay? Don't get me wrong, I love Mr. Seraph, I just hate it when contracts become more important than people. I thought you did too.
I do. But things don't always go according to plan, Malik. I did what I could.
I'm sure you did. You ready to go?
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in.
This pilot was hard to save. What? Did you just give me a spoiler? Something gonna happen to her? Shut up! Thank you, Bayorn.
New orders just in, Jensen.
Can I pause this? I can. Mukluk Douglas fought out of the original Death by the 4th. This is Johnson Festivals the 3rd. Because you, Raydales, and Wargasms to the lab. Hope you enjoy your stay entertainments on the way. Crank at the speakers. Don't touch the speakers. Giveaways every week. PC because he be alone. Need the edge.
Boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like, you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
I'm not gonna lie and say they didn't come in handy back there. But like you said, I didn't choose to get augmented.
So it'll take some getting used to. I get it. But don't be surprised if the boss keeps pushing you to get more.
Why? What do you mean?
You know how he is. He thinks augmentations are the be-all, end-all of everything. And he can't understand why someone wouldn't want to become more than human.
Megan used to say the same thing.
I'm not surprised. The research she was doing was pretty damn inspired. Might have convinced a lot more people to give what we make here a try.
If that bastard hadn't killed her.
Listen, Jensen. I know you want to find...
Up until this point, I wasn't sure if she was dead or kidnapped.
If I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
Were burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew it had hit us...
They were gone.
Whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
I'm gonna find them, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later, then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Okay.
I think it's disgusting how public opinion has turned on David so quickly. Like it's his fault these lunatics keep attacking us.
People seem to think we're hiding something.
Only because Eliza Kazan keeps spinning it that way. Seriously, it used to be that when David talked, all of Detroit listened. What happened?
What happened is that David made too many promises he couldn't keep. 20 years ago, Detroit was on its last legs, remember? And Seraph Industries promised to pick it back up.
Oh, like one company and one man can do that by himself. They're a bunch of ungrateful hacks, if you ask me.
Hello.
I don't buy for a second he was with Purity first. I think someone slipped him into
What's up, Pritchard?
Well, well. If it isn't Attila the Hun, fresh from the killing fields. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Meet with Sarah from the penthouse. I'm taking this stuff. Wait. Is that Final Fantasy 27? Jesus Christ, I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it.
What do you think they talk about?
David and Hugh Darrow? Hell if I know.
They spin the news like anyone else.
Steve Jobs talked about.
I bet it's trying to come out of hiding. Make a statement that will counteract it.
So I still have all this stuff. I need an auto sword button.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him with Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
And I did. The Typhoon is safe. Sanders didn't know about it. He didn't even know his hacker was augmented. He's not the mastermind behind this, boss.
So you cut him a break? The man broke into my facility and took hostages at him. I thought you were ready for this.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, 'cause so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
You got it.
Okay, retrieve the dead terrorist neural hub. Couldn't I have done this when I first found him? Couldn't he have been like, oh yeah, you know, cut his head off, bring it with you? Just to be clear, I was in loot goblin mode. I wasn't looking for people in the bathroom. I was looking for loots in the bathroom. You never know where people keep their rifle ammunition.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office.
Wait, do I need to go back upstairs? Good morning, my. Hey, Jinxie. Did Pritchard scold you as well? Oh, a little bit. Oh, not about the bathroom, no. He just scolded me for, like, that's just his default. That's how he talks to me always.
Man, what am I doing here? This is nuts. Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
What's your reasons, though?
Neuropozyne. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You need a Casey Aug or something
Guys,
to track
look at
him.
me, I'm so curvy.
Social enhancer. It's an
Alright,
augmentation
Tantric,
designed
okay.
to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
Okay. I've got access to turrets in here? Oh, none connected. No, I don't. Isn't this my own office? Too low. Alright. Where are we going? Need to go downstairs.
This whole thing just brings back bad memories. I love working here, but it's